Alright guys, welcome back to the Pack Life guys. Today we are focusing on a full body workout with a little bit of everything as well as some pretty cool challenging gymnastics movements which we always like to throw in for a little bit of added difficulty. Alright, so guys, today's workout is called Bend and Snap. It is a 16-minute AMRAP consisting of 4 different exercises. And to help us demonstrate those exercises, we've got Rafi here again. And we're going to start today with your dumbbell power clean, guys. You have to do 10 repetitions, and this is going to be an alternating dumbbell power clean. Remember just to make sure that you catch those hips back slightly and change the weight from right hand to left hand on the way down. All right, once you've done that, guys, you're going to move on to 10 push jerks or push press. So we'll start with the push press. It's just a dip and drive. And make sure you lock that arm out nice and tight. Small aggressive dip and drive. Good. Once you've done that, or if you want to substitute that for push jerks, you can. All right, so slightly easier, more technical, but saves a little bit of energy. This is just our re-dip, so we catch in the bottom, or not in the bottom, but in a quarter overhead squat position. All right, from there, guys, moving on to pistols. This is one of our challenging gymnastics movements, guys. We'll start with the right leg. You're gonna break parallel, squat all the way down on the single leg and then come back up. Or, guys, we can do rat lunges today where we just put one foot nice and close behind the other, and you'll see that this actually looks very similar. We're still gonna alternate right, left, we're still gonna break parallel, but this does make and takes out a little bit of that mobility issue that you might have. From there, guys, we're moving on to sit-ups or V-ups. We're gonna demonstrate the sit-up today. The good quality butterfly sit-ups, touch the floor behind you, reach all the way up and touch those toes. Make sure your shoulders finish in front of your hips. All right. Thank you, Raf. All right, so guys, that is our 4 exercises that you have, as well as some different options to get you through this full body workout, and you are gonna feel this everywhere. Guys, a great conditioning piece where you're gonna be able to push those lungs really hard. You won't get too much muscular fatigue, so you'll be able to keep moving, which is the point. All right, once you've done that, we have a little finisher for you guys. This again, we're gonna focus on all of the abdominal muscle, not just the uppers or the lowers. We're doing both sides, and that is the dead bug, which is one of our favorite movements, and we can get Rafi to demonstrate those again for us. Okay, so lying down flat on the ground, guys. Really important here that you pull your spine down into the ground, push that belly button to the floor. From there, you look like a dead bug, like Rafi does right now. All right, then we're gonna go opposite arm and leg, extending nice and far away, coming back to the middle, and then changing to the other side. Guys, if you find that tough, you can just do one side, keep going on the one side until you've done half the reps and then move to the other side. You'll notice the last thing that's important here, guys, is that Rafi's shoulders and her head are up off the ground, so she's slightly flexed to engage those abs nicely from the beginning. Fantastic job. All right, guys, so that is our dead bug finisher today. You're doing 3 sets of 25 repetitions, and then that is the whole body covered. We have got you guys working through everything that we needed today. All right, if you want to stick around for some more points of performance on the push jerk, which is a very technical movement, guys, check this out now. We've got Rafi to demonstrate and go through that in a little bit more detail. Okay guys, we're back with the Pack Life, guys. Today we're focusing on a relatively technical shoulder to overhead movement, the push jerk. I'm gonna give you just 1 or 2 little pointers to help you nail this, and maybe some things just to keep it a little bit simple so that you don't have to think about too much stuff here. All right, so in terms of our setup position, guys, today we're doing this with a single dumbbell for all of you who've been working out at home. Raf's is gonna lift this to her shoulder. She's gonna make sure that the dumbbell head touches her shoulder and that her elbow is slightly in front of the dumbbell, which it is right now. Okay, from there, guys, her feet are hip width apart. She's engaged the abs so that they're nice and tight to avoid hyperextending the back. And from here, she's just gonna show us 1 or 2 little dips where she just unlocks the knees and then comes straight back up. The important thing is you see that she comes all the way to full extension and that her torso stays exactly upright. Perfect, thank you, Raf, good job. All right, okay, so once she has dipped and she's trying to keep her weight through her heels as much as she can, she's gonna unlock the knee, she's gonna dip down, and then she is going to drive the dumbbell overhead, all right? Guys, the important thing again is that she reaches that hip extension before she presses overhead. Okay, so that would be a push press traditionally. Now we're gonna show you what the push jerk looks like. Everything stays the same, except once she has finished her extension, she started to drive that dumbbell overhead. She's going to re-dip, in other words, start pushing her hips backwards and lock her arm out, so she can use the bigger muscles in her legs to help her shoulder out as she stands up. There we go, good job. Show us one more, full extension, Good, and then she re-dips. Excellent work. All right, so guys, that is gonna help make this a little bit easier. Make sure you extend the hips so that we get that power out of the hips. Then we're just gonna re-dip underneath the dumbbell and catch. The last thing that if Raf turns to the side, you'll be able to see is that she keeps that dumbbell right over the middle of her foot. So it doesn't go out to the side, it doesn't go forward, it doesn't go backwards. You're gonna show us one good rep. Very nice job. All right, that's the last point of performance for us today, guys. Keep that dumbbell straight over the middle of your feet. Have some fun with this. This does make it easier when you get it right to get those shoulders to overhead efficiently. We'll catch you guys soon.